What is going on, ladies and gents? We are back with another edition of Horse Talk Live, where we are going to solve your problems. No, I'm just kidding. But I am going to give you some answers that are going to help you a lot. So let's check out what you've got going on with these videos and questions. We will answer questions, we will check out videos, and we will tell you what to do.
We have big announcements tonight.
We also have big announcements tonight. So exciting.
That's how you pump yourself up to 7
Oh yeah, I'm pumped. It's good. It's a new year, 2024. Let's go. Let's get these horses working. Whoop whoop.
You need some coffee, don't you?
No, I'm not making up for the fact that I don't have enough coffee.
Are you sure?
All right, let's see what we've got here. Holding until she slows a notch.
I'm not going to give her more belly than this. I think I was giving her too much belly, so when I went to pull back,
Oh, I get zoned in. So don't mind my face whenever I'm focused. It's the same face I get whenever I'm reading. It looks like I have a glitch. So Miss Lori has gone back and watched her mastermind video, which those of you who don't know, a mastermind is whenever you come in a day early for a retreat and you spend a day with me, and it's just me, you, and your horse, and we get some stuff figured out. So after her revisiting that video, it just changed from last week to this week, and I can already see a big difference in the horse. She's got a little more snug on the reins, not to really put pressure on the horse, but to be closer and better with her timing. Because the name of the game, whether you are training a child, a horse, a dog, it's all timing. Can you make them uncomfortable when they are doing the wrong thing? And can you make them comfortable when they are doing the right thing? If you can do that, you can really want to do whatever you want, which is what we are looking for.
now we're going to see if I can just pick up the reins.
Nice. So she's saying, how soft and easy can she get this horse to back up?
So this is my do-over. I watched the Minecraft, or stop prover, not Minecraft.
So she watched her mastermind, which you get a video of the day that we had together, and she's readdressing it. Now she's taking her pony to where she has had difficulties in the past. And it looks to be a night and day difference, which is exactly what we want to see. Sometimes when we get home and we get to working on stuff, when we miss like key little components that may seem subtle or unimportant, so they don't stick in our mind. And then whenever we are by ourselves, there's nobody to remind us, hey, we should do this or that. And because of that, it is easy to forget some things.
Hope they're able to hear you as it's going whoosh.
Backing up the church ramp because that horse needs some Jesus.
Yes.
What? It's a church. That's where she's going. Yeah, that's giving some Jesus to a horse a whole new meaning.
Hello, it's Patty and Taylor, and my question for this week is, what do you feel is the best way to teach a horse to straddle this board and remain on both sides? I'm having trouble. getting her to put one foot on each side of the board and move forward. So, I'm not really sure even how to start to accomplish. Here's the board. Here's the horse not paying attention. Not really sure how to accomplish this. Got suggestions? Thank you very much.
First and foremost, good job, Miss Lori. Way to kick ass, take names, and make a huge difference. Notice so much of that didn't even come from my coaching. That just came from you going back and watching videos of us working together and like picking up on those small details, and you were able to make those subtle adjustments. Very good job. Secondly, Miss Patty wants to get the horse to straddle a board, which crazy, right? Like that's like elite level stuff. Make that horse basically pace. I want you to stay on each side of this horse. If it was me and I was trying to do that, first and foremost, I would like a board that is a little bit more rigid. So maybe like a 4x4, maybe even a railroad tie. The next thing is I wouldn't try to do it out in the open. I would put it up against the fence where that horse's natural track line is only going to allow for 1 foot. I wouldn't put it so close to the fence that only the feet fit, because I saw your horse and she's in great shape if round is a shape. So if you put it too close to the fence, it won't work. So her natural track line, if she's up against the fence, that's going to keep her from going back and forth. And then a little bit bigger board than that. So every time her feet touch that board, it doesn't dance all around and get all hung up. So maybe something a little heavier, maybe a 4x4, a 6x6, a railroad tie, something like that. And that's how I would do it. And I think you could definitely get that going. Let's see what we have next.
If it's Marsha, you might have to look on here. There's a question that goes with her video.
Will you read me the question?
Yes.
I'm watching the video. Yeah.
I just uploaded a video for review, my first, but didn't see anywhere to explain the issue I was having. So Tito and I are working on obstacles, more specifically giving him curiosity and courage instead of fearfulness. I've seen your recent post that a horse that trusts you and respects you will go through any obstacle you ask. Tito will not. We've been using your program for 5 years, and I've had him, and I studied with you several years before getting Tito, and he is still fearful of anything out of the ordinary. The obstacle of the black rain duster on the fence, we've gotten very good at picking up and moving from the left side. But as you see in the video, he is so fearful and resistant approaching it from the right, but happy to turn on his own and approach it from the left. Maybe his vision on that side? He's 19 years old, and his mane falls on the right side. I've heard they're often more protective of this side that their mane falls on. Any advice is helpful. Thanks. And please edit for brevity if needed, and tell me if I'm submitting improperly. Thank you for all you do. The only thing we'll add in there, Marsha, is like with your next video, a lot of times you can say what issue you're having or what you're working on in the video. So that way we've got it there too, just to make sure it stays with the correct video.
All right. So Miss Marsha, working on stuff, especially when you have a spooky horse, that they're just naturally a Chicken Little type of horse. My personal horse, Fandango, is kind of a sissy. You wouldn't know about watching him ride, but he's kind of spooky at everything. When you get to the place where they respect you more than they are worried about that fear, it kind of goes away. So you being able to encourage or give incentive in a way where he says, uh-oh, mama's going to get mad at me, I better do it. Well, then when they start doing it, they realize, oh, I never get hurt when mama tells me to do something. And then that builds confidence. So like if I ride Fandango now, it really looks like he's not scared of anything. But we went through years of, buddy, I'm asking you nicely, but I will raise my voice. And okay, I'm sorry. Daddy said I got to go, so I got to do it. So that gaining, sometimes we're so friendly with our good horse, our heart horse, that the fear is strange and the human being is normal. And because of that, they don't want to listen to the human being. But good horse people are like good mothers. They are bipolar. The same woman who kisses you on the forehead and sends you to school with a sack lunch. If you get a call from the principal you've been fighting, By the time that you get off the school bus, she will have grown fangs and talons. So you got to be able to play good cop, bad cop, so that whenever you say, they say, oh, okay, I'll do it. And every time that you get through something like that, that's really going to build his confidence that you are not going to hurt him. Troubleshooting Buckeye. We are encountering resistance. We probably rushed into rodeo events without achieving adequate passing grades in the Respect series. David and I took over and are working on flexing emotion. I see Buckeye pulling his head down and leaning on the reins. Do we just stay the course until he softens, or is there something else we should be doing? Let's see what we've got. Yeah, so looking at the reins here and just kind of how he's flinging his head, that flexing in motion and trying to get him where he won't grab a hold of the reins is going to be the best way to go. Make sure you have his face, his butt, and his shoulder. I love Power of the Circle. I love Power of the Circle for this. It really keeps the horse soft and easy and really at any speed. Yeah, so you guys are already on the right track. Let's just get that butter soft with a halter, with a twisted snaffle, things with friction where he won't grab on us. And I want to get, when you want to move those shoulders out, that you can just put that hand on his neck. If he lays on your hand at all, that hand starts opening and closing, which is going to move that bridle on his face, move that halter on his face. But we need to get him where he just melts in Power of the Circle. You see Power of the Circle here, if it feels like we're kind of really having to take our hand out there to get him to go where we want, I want to get where you can just point your chest. Wherever your chest points, he's trying to get there. Whether you're pushing those shoulders out, you're shouldering out, your shoulders are pointing out, he just gets there. Your shoulders turn in, and he just comes right down to the cone. And that you can really just do it at any speed, especially any of my time event horses. Power of the Circle is my go-to. I think you guys can do that, no problem. Liz and Argon trying to get relaxed on trail, but he puts his head down and speeds up. Oh, I need to go back in. He's getting his head down, but speeds up and anticipates the turn in the spiral. Anytime he has pressure to slow down, his head comes up and he braces against the pressure. One of the things that you might try with him, there's a couple different things that we could do. We could start introducing a Western Pleasure heel stop. And you do that by dropping his head with your legs, with your heels. The other thing we could do is, instead of backing up crooked, we could use our legs to drop his head and back up, like a reining back up. And then third choice that we can do is we can gather him up and gate him and ask for him to gate and be right in our hands and go where we want and be smooth and easy, kind of almost Power of the Circle style, where we're gating and holding that consistency and asking him to use himself, making sure that he holds frame, that he's really focused and paying attention, so that when we release that, he's like, oh, thank you. I was riding a horse today that a little passive, kind of hot, and I was tracking the rope dummy around, and I just let him gate, and he wants to be pumped up. It's easy for them to be hot all day, but it's not easy for them to focus and really use themselves and be collected. That's not easy for them to do. So if it might be, we've asked him so much that there we go. There's that reining back up. So those might be the 3 options for you. Either more reining back up where we're getting away from his face, or picking him up and asking him to gate for you, but be collected. You ask for quality gate, ask him to focus so that when you do finally release him, he's like, oh, thankfully. Miss Chica is looking soft and easy. Liking that leg yield. It's looking good. Look at where Miss Barb's chest is pointing. I have a hard time showing people how to leg yield. A lot of times they don't understand. This is the biggest thing. Watch when she tries this. She's going to get a leg yield first. Watch where her chest points. So right now she's pushing that horse out. Now look at her chest, how it turns around. Very nice. And let her go forward, let her go forward, let her go forward. That was a beautiful counter spin. You did just perfect with your body and your hands. The only thing different I would do there is allow her to go forward. So you have your body turn, but it's shutting her down. Kind of bring those, you can hold that bend, but bring those hands forward just a little bit. She's trying hard for you. And your body is setting up correct. All that is looking good. Just continue forward motion. And that might just mean bring your hands forward a little bit. But you're doing great with your upper body, showing her what you want. There you go. Step to your left stirrup. Nice. And release. Good job. There you go. There you go. Nice. Very nice. And look how that outside leg came back up under your hip. Very good work. Miss Chica sure filling out. That's about as happy as I've seen Chica look. So you are definitely on the right track. She's starting to turn into a mare. She looks thicker than a Snicker. Liking that head down. Very nice. Look how subtle that head down cue is. Watch her feet. They come in. She grabs her horse up, puts the head down. I have a question here. Can you help with the horse that doesn't like to work? Absolutely. You have to make it seem whatever your idea is, you have to make it seem like their idea. It's just a mind game. So if you can make them think that loping off is the easiest thing that they can do, because if not, you're going to long trot them, or you'll get that lazy horse to lope off. If you make them think that the harder they work, the quicker it'll be done, the more that horse will try to work. If you make them think that refusing is going to get them work as a repercussion, but it takes patience and timing and being willing, even though you want to have a long ride or you're doing something so good, They come out and they do the right thing, put them up, call it good. You have to be decisive in those moments. Very nice stop, Miss Barb. You have to be very decisive in those moments to say, hey, this horse doesn't like to work. So whenever they're trying, I can't overwork them. I can't ride the try out of them. Vice versa, when they come out snotty and don't want to work, you should give them a hard time until you find some try. And the moment you see some try, then call it. Completely neck reining, everything off your legs. She looks like she's ready to rope. I got some fast steers for this year too. We are just breaking.
We're trying to get them retreat ready.
Well, we're trying to get them retreat ready, and let me tell you, they're a little waspy.
Advanced
Okay.
boot campers, you better be ready.
Yeah, buddy. Whoever comes to the next retreat, I hope you're ready. You ate your Wheaties, because the new steers, they're fast, really fast, and they don't want you close. Like, they don't want you in the same arena as them. So you come in one side of the arena, and they're trying to get out of the other side of the arena. It's going to be great. I'm working on dulling them down a little bit.
How's that going for you, honey?
They're fast. Look at that departure. Beautiful. There we go. Very nice.
Let me see if I can find.
Oh yeah, Jim's gonna miss. He's gonna miss these steers. These jokers are freaking, and they're not all clicked up and friendly. It's like everybody fight for themselves.
Yep.
Ms. Barb, your seat looks awesome at that canter. So it takes a lot just to be able to canter. Now you get in the fact that you want to canter and pick on how they are moving. That takes another level. So that is looking really good. Really good. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got Miss Renee working on some cone work. As she's gating through, she is up in the halter. And she is doing her figure eights and serpentines. Well, that adjustment from the bridle to that halter looks like a big deal already. I don't see the chicken pecking like before. So you're definitely on the right track. So kind of that same thing here. If she's giving you a hard time driving through it, whenever she goes in and you feel like she gave you a good serpentine or reverse, and it almost felt like she gave it to you on her own, that's when you quit her. It's when you have opinionated horses or you have a marish horse or you got a lazy gelding, it's so pivotal to when you start really trying to fine tune that you stop on the best times. So you already got her head up and better, more consistent than with your bridle. That's good. Now you're driving through the serpentines. Whenever you feel her kind of swoop through one, it's the same way if you're teaching a spin and you feel like you have to push uphill, like you're like kicking that horse over and kicking that horse over, and the horse won't go, the horse won't go. When that horse takes 2 steps that feels like it's swooping, like they just gave it automatic, that's when you have to release. And oftentimes that's what people miss. They're like, oh, they did it good. And then immediately they want to give it more. And the horse doesn't say, oh, this is what I need to do to get a release. So same thing. If this is what you're having issues with, staying in those tight serpentines and circling through. We used to figure eight our gaited horses until it felt as if they were doing it on their own. And whenever it felt like they were doing it on their own and they were just going right through there, no problem, that's what we would quit them. So make sure you're very aware over your next couple practices. I know that the practice is coming. I know it's a lot of pressure. When you have a horse that's giving you a hard time working and you come through there, remember, a lot of times people will work harder to a competition. And by the time they get to the competition, they don't have any horse. So you want to get those peaks and the things that they're doing, and you want them to think, as I would get closer to a competition, when they were doing the right thing, I would make it, they come out and work really hard, I'll quit them. They work really hard, I'll quit them. Then you see in the horse's mind that they will start thinking, oh, if I come out and try hard, it's over. Great. So when the competition comes, no matter how long it lasts, they're going to keep trying harder and harder and harder to work for you because they think it's about to be over. So that's how we would make a happy-go-lucky horse in the show ring when the classes might be an hour and a half long. You wanted to make sure you had a horse that would stay right there with you. All right. Let's see if we have any questions in the comments.
I just answered Laura's about retreat. So if you guys have never been to a retreat before, we have those listed on our website for $5,000 per participant. They're 5-day, 6-night, all-inclusive horse vacations. But if you are on our email list, which you can get on by getting onto our website, we occasionally do specials, buy one, get one free. We'll do different things depending on what we have going on for different types of deals and discounts. And that's all inside of our email list. You can hop on there and take advantage of any of that as well. We try to have anywhere from 12 to 14 events per year. And we have beginning confidence building retreats, intermediate retreats, advanced boot camp. We have a cattle retreat / competitive rider retreat this year that we're trying out. So we're always trying to look and add new things to help you guys out.
Miss Rhonda says, my mare is backing crooked, will get so freaking soft that she will back up crooked just with body position. How can I get my gelding to get that light? There's always an equation. Incentive level, that you've done something that bothers the horse enough or incentivizes the horse enough that they're willing to try. The ratio changes from horse to horse. So some horses, you just do it once or twice and they're like, you know what? I'm good. You don't have to touch me with the reins. I'll just do it. And then you have some that are lazy or some that don't care or some that are less sensitive and you have to grab a hold of them. The key is when you're trying to get them to the same level of softness like you do whenever you're trying to compete at the highest level is to know the horse and make sure you can incentivize them to a place where they're like, ooh, I don't want you to do that again. And oftentimes that means that you're changing your pressure levels from one horse to another. One horse, you have to be butter soft because they will overreact to things. And another horse, you kind of have to get after because they are dull and not very sensitive.
Did you do both of Renee's videos?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Hi, Michael. I was watching on a different channel. I somehow couldn't post. Anyway, I have a mare when I back crooked and she gets so light that I use my body position. I got it. Just answered it. Just sent videos of Ginger, our mare. She is never soft. How do I get her softer? Remember, it's not about power. It's about persistence. And I tell the kids it's not about force. It's about friction. It's can you just be so persistent that they know that you're not going to leave them alone. Oftentimes when a horse stiffens up, they can take a little discomfort because they know you're going to quit or you're going to release. And they look for that fight. If you can get it where it's so persistent that they know you're not going to quit, you're not going to give up, they will give in so that you can release. How do you send in videos?
So in order to send in videos, you have to be inside of our membership club. So you can go to gethorsehelp.com and check out our different membership options that we have. So we have a basic membership level, which is $20 per month or $19.99 per month. And that gets you access to everything that's inside of our library on a recurring basis. And then we have our next level up from that, which is our elite level. And that gets you access to send in as many videos as you want to. So that's $49.99 a month. And that lets you send in videos every Wednesday. We try to make up for those if there's something that happens and we can't make it. We try to make that up to you guys. But we're always doing these videos where you can literally send in whatever you're working on, whatever grade level, whatever new thing you're working on to be able to help you with that. Again, everything is on our website at gethorsehelp.com. And we're always standing by ready to answer any questions that you might have also.
Another question, how do you offer water to a horse in a trailer when taking a break? Well, anytime I get in a trip over 8 hours is like I'm going to water these horses mark. Whenever I stop for fuel or to eat,
The rest of us offer water and they never take it. So
I will offer
I get more covered in water than they do.
5-gallon bucket of water to them, and I'll fill it up and I'll put it up in their window where they can give it a go. If for whatever reason I have a green horse or a sketchy horse and they are not wanting to take the water because they're like, oh, there's a bucket coming at me. If I give them some salt, just plain table salt, the next time I offer them water, they will take water. And that's kind of how we do it. And if you have, let's say you go pick up a BLM Mustang, a lot of times they're just not going to drink water until they get broke. So you got feral horses in there. A lot of them are just not going to accept water, which is just part of it. So,
but it makes us feel better. So
yeah,
try to do your best not to get covered in water while you're trying to offer water. So all of our horses, when we travel, they have a screen in front of their window. So we have to unzip it and set it up there to allow them to drink. The more that they are good water drinkers at home, the better water drinker they'll be for the trailer. If they're not a good water drinker at home, they're probably not going to drink water on the trailer. And it's going to drive you nuts and it's going to bother you because you're a horse mom. But just understand that the second you get them unloaded, they're going to find that water and they're going to wait till you leave and you're not looking at them. And then they're going to go drink water because that's what they do.
Announcements.
Ready for announcements?
Give
Okay.
me some announcements.
Perfect.
Make these folks excited. They want to be excited.
I like being a little talking head over here. You guys can't see me. Let's see. So no.
Put your bun.
It's all fine. My bun is all over the place.
There you go.
Today.
Tell these folks what
Okay.
they want to hear. Come on.
Have all kinds of things. Let's see. We promised fun things.
Go ahead.
You keep messing up our
Fun
background.
things.
Okay. So our Horse Help Club, which we were just talking about. So those of you that are sending in videos, that are watching, thank you guys for always being so involved. If you don't know, every year, throughout the year inside that club, we have monthly challenges and we have 4 virtual shows. And every month you can send in videos to us. So we walk you through how to do that, how to submit those in. And then we give out prizes for you guys participating, doing different things like teaching your horse how to smile, how to lay down, how to do reining, how to do all kinds of craziness. And because we've been kind of crazy the last month with everything going on, we haven't had a chance to announce all of our winners from last year. So we have the long-awaited announcements for the 2023 challenges. So we gave out over $47,000 in prizes. So we're going to do kind of a quick overview of who our top people were. And again, any challenge that you submit in, as long as you participate in the challenge, you get a $20 gift card. So if you do a challenge every month, even if you don't feel like you did it as well as you possibly could have, or if you're doing it on multiple horses, you get credit for trying. We want you to get out there. We want you to do things with your horses. That's why we have this. So congratulations to, should we do runners up first and then work our way up?
Yeah.
Okay. So the close runner up of, hold on. I'm trying to think of how the order of the prizes go. So I'm going to go the other way. So we have a Gasconite all around. So our next membership tier up is the $99 a month, and we have a Gasconite level. And so we have a Gasconite all around champion. This means that she sent in videos for every challenge, every virtual show. We had very close neck and neck, like everybody was so close. And so Patty Standish is our 2023 Gasconite all-around champion. Her prizes totaled $19,486, including a private retreat day, like a mastermind that we were just talking about, a retreat for 2, a personalized trophy saddle, and 2 belt buckles. So you'll be able to see that inside our newsletter this week, and you'll get to see all of the pictures of her stuff that's getting ready to head her way. And then our super, super close, like they didn't put the points on here. It was like 60 or 70 points apart throughout the whole year. So neck and neck, back and forth on every challenge. Our reserve all-around champion is Miss Barb Tamborski, and her prizes for reserve champion totaled $11,929, including 2 retreats and 2 belt buckles. And then Miss Wendy was a very close runner-up to Miss Barb, and her prizes totaling $11,744, with a retreat for 2 and 1 belt buckle. Then the rest of the remaining prizes, the $3,820, was split between Andrea Blanchard, Evan Jordan, Judy Degner, Christine Pekka, Lori Taylor, Lindy Pataleski, Lindsay Bourne, Lori Brooks, Maria Broad, Melissa, Renee, Robin Jordan, Stephanie Neckerman, Taylor Townsend. In total, throughout our horse help challenges inside our club that we've had, we had over 38 horses that were entered. So if you know how little of a portion that is of our membership club, your chances of winning some pretty cool prizes, if you're willing to put in the effort, we are going to reward you for that effort. If you're willing to work your horses, we're going to reward you for that. And the way that it works, because we know a lot of you are in the winter, we do January through June challenges are not due until the end of June. So if you have really bad weather in the spring, you can go and do those months all back to back to back as soon as it gets warm. So you're not forced to go out in the nasty weather during January, February, March. There were 6 people out of our membership club that submitted for every single challenge. And there were 4 people that submitted for every challenge and every show. So if you will just put in the work and put in the effort, we are going to reward you for that. We're going to have you get my brain is not working today.
Today. Oh, sorry. I wonder if the ladies who won 2 buckles will be giving their spare buckle to their husbands. This is what I feel. No buckles for the husbands.
Patty's not sharing her buckle.
They got good husbands.
She's not sharing her buckle. Mm-mm.
Oh, fine.
No. Barb might give hers away. Patty's not sharing her buckle. Nope. So that was the announcement for that. Now we have a lot of people on here that are waiting. We did a contest in December, and because we've delayed and we haven't done this yet, we allowed, if you guys saw the email, you could submit in. All it was telling you was to make sure that you're signed up for our emails, sign up for our text messages. And if you did that, you were entered to win a retreat horse training combo. So I give away so many prizes.
It's like, oh,
Michael does not know what prizes are getting given away, and he doesn't find all of this out.
I don't get a vote. I mean, a lot of you ladies know how it goes in the household. Husbands don't get a vote sometimes.
So he does not know that any of this happens until it's happening, and then he's finding out in the moment. So we have 642 people who filled that out. And we're going to do what's called a random number generator. So I have all of the emails, all of the names on a Excel document to my right, on my screen to the right, 3 screens that I'm looking at right now. And I have this little random number generator. Right now it says 8. We're going to press generate. It says 188. Just so you guys can see that it's moving here live. 120. 532. So this is live. We're not faking anything.
Do I get to press the button on the horse I have to train?
Yeah, I'm going to let you do that. So we're going to let you press the button, and this is going to be the one that counts. And we'll scroll down and we'll see who it falls on in the Excel document.
This is my lucky finger too. Look, I've got duct tape and vet wrap. That's horse trainer life.
Did a horse try to bite it?
Something like that. Generate. Oh, no.
You didn't.
Generate?
No. Press gently. Gently. Oh, stop one time. Are you good?
Yes.
Okay, announce the number.
And the number is 197.
Okay, let's scroll down to 197.
Who's it going to be?
197. Rhonda Devold. Congratulations,
Miss Rhonda Devold.
I will have the team reach out to you with an email so we can get you set up for your free retreat and your free horse training. If for some reason you're too far away or you're in another country and you can't send your horse for training, we can trade that out and do something different with the retreat. That way we don't have to worry about shipping your horse across the country, obviously. We have people who follow us from all over the world, so that might be a little bit difficult. Last announcement, and this is kind of a prelude to what we have coming up that we're super excited about. So February 15th, we're going to open up the registration for our 2024 Horse Help Challenge. And if you guys didn't do the 2020 Horse Help Challenge, where Michael went live every single day during COVID for 45 days straight, he spent an hour with you every day, training horses, teaching you how to do tricks, teaching you how to do our system. And it was crazy. We gave away all kinds of stuff. We gave away retreats. We gave away horse training, halters, tack, all kinds of craziness. We have completely and 180% revamped that entire program. And we're doing that again. So registration opens February 15th. It's absolutely free. We'll make sure that you guys can see the link. We'll post it on our Facebook. We'll keep sharing it so you guys know that it's coming. And the only thing that we ask is that you guys share this with your friends. So get as many people involved in as you can. And we're going to go live for 30 days straight. So Michael is going to
30 days
do
straight.
Yeah.
Working horses through retreat season.
I didn't tell him about this ahead of
I'm
time.
going to be working horses through the retreats, helping retreaters and helping the world. 1 million horses and their riders is our goal. And you guys are going to help us.
So we're going to have a bunch of cool new prizes that we haven't had before. We're going to have graduation caps. You guys are taking your horses back to school. You're going to take them through the grade levels of our Horse Help course, through the grade levels of our Horse Help College. We're going to dive into the clubs. We're going to teach our horses how to lay down, how to sit, how to smile, how to pull a cart, all kinds of craziness. It'll all be spelled out, and you'll have access to that to sign up. February 15th, we're going to be giving away a trophy saddle. We're going to have buckles. We're going to have random crazy prizes. Michael was listing off all these things that he said he would want to win if he was doing some kind of event. So ramped up, vamped up, better than it's ever been. The 2024 Horse Help Challenge sign-ups February 15th. You'll have until April 15th is when we're going to start. So we're going to let everybody get a little bit warmer. But in the meantime, you're going to get access to all of our training videos. You're going to get access to, we'll have a workbook that goes along with it. You'll have different worksheets and checklists, journals, so many things. My brain, my whole team's brain, all over the place.
Progress is the key to happiness. And we are trying to make it happy, happy, happy. So we are going to help you guys in the best way we can.
We should give away a horse.
With a horse.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
We give away a horse in the Horse Help Challenge.
Yes, it'd be awesome.
Hey,
it's gonna be awesome.
Wait, let's take a vote. Should we give away one of our legacy horses in the Horse Help Challenge? Should that be a thing? I have a yes. I have one yes. Michelle Schultz is the only one that says yes.
Oh, okay.
Only one person.
Yeah,
okay.
that's not
Maybe
enough.
there's not a vote. Some random Facebook. Wendy said yes. See, Wendy said yes. Okay, here we go. Lori says yes. Yeah, see, look, now they're voting. There just must be a delay.
What? She wants to give away the house. Next thing you're gonna be in the guest bedroom. She was like, we'll give away a room in our house. Here, you can just stay right here in the guest bedroom. It'll be awesome. Guys, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're on here, you're the first ones to hear about the Horse Help Challenge. We are going to put our all in it. Thank you guys.
If you're on the newsletter, you're the first one to hear about it.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see you on next week's edition of Horse Talk Live.
See you guys later. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I can't find the mouse. The mouse is going. Okay.
And the words of Millie. Bye.
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 Bye.